Here is Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator, power lifter and bodybuilder, 9-time Mr. Olympia. He says Wilt Chamberlain was much stronger than he was. Here, in his own words,
Wilt Chamberlain was another one that I met and trained with. Wilt Chamberlain.
You trained with Wilt Chamberlain?
Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain would be in the gym. We eventually ended up doing a movie together.
Yeah, Conan.
Conan the Destroyer, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I was a big fan of his because he came to the gym and he would do a tricep extension that, like, the big guys, the strongest guys, would do, let's say, 120 pounds, let's say, tricep extension, pulling down, right? He would come and he would do 150, 170 pounds. Wilt Chamberlain. That's how strong he was.
They always said he was by far the strongest person who's ever played in the NBA.
Absolutely. I mean, I remember that he lifted me up like with one arm like nothing. I remember
when he made the moves with Arnold Schwarzenegger, they were in a weight room. And Wilt says, well, how do you do that? And Arnold goes, well, this is the way you do it. You know, you push up. So he goes, Wilt lays down on the bench, gets up under it. Bing, 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 bing. And Schwarzenegger never came into the weight room with Wilt again.
here is Wilt with Arnold and 7-foot, 520-pound Andre the Giant. Keep in mind that Wilt was not only much stronger than Arnold, but he high jumped 6 feet 6 inches, was faster than NFL legend Jim Brown, and had as high a vertical as Michael Jordan.
Strongest basketball player that ever lived. Case closed.
Wilt Chamberlain went up to dunk a ball, and Calvin Murphy jumped on him. And Wilt actually completed the dunk, came down, took Calvin off his back, and put him on the floor. You all right, little fella?
Probably the greatest play I have ever seen in my life. Wilt Chamberlain was involved with Gus Johnson. Wilt was standing there. Gus goes up to dunk it. Wilt catches the ball, throws Gus to the floor. Still holding the ball, they carry Gus off the court with a dislocated shoulder from bouncing off the floor. I don't see how anyone in the NBA will ever be as strong as he was.
Here Wilt takes powerful Gus Johnson, 6'6", 230-pound Hall of Famer, known for shattering NBA backboards, and with one arm, flings him across court like a rag doll.
From the Los Angeles Lakers, number 13, Wilt Chamberlain. At center from the Milwaukee Bucks, number 33, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And you can tell this is a Laker town. Jabbar. And Happy Hairston goes down hard, and Jabbar is hot. And Richie Powers steps in very quickly between Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
You didn't really want to get him mad, but he could play the whole team by himself.
And I tell you one thing, Wilt Chamberlain is a very angry man right now.
Wilt Chamberlain, the big captain, mad.
In the fourth quarter, Wilt just took over the game.
Chamberlain played with a determination he hadn't shown in years.
They try to go inside to Abdul-Jabbar. Chamberlain gets the ball. Nice play. In it goes to Jabbar. Chamberlain takes it away. Abdul-Jabbar against Chamberlain. Wilt took it away from him. Good defensive play by Wilt. Here come the Lakers. And that's Dandridge in the corner. In it goes to Jabbar. Jumps it up over Wilt. Wilt blocks it. In it goes to Abdul-Jabbar. Chamberlain spoiled it.
Into Jabbar. Jabbar against Wilt. Batted away by Wilt.
Chamberlain blocked it. Great play by Chamberlain.
I'd love to be if this guy looks in a row.
Puts it up, Chamberlain blocks it. Puts it up, Chamberlain blocks it. One of the finest defensive plays I've ever seen in basketball. Jabbar against Wilt. Batted away by Wilt. Chamberlain takes the ball.
I had to go towards harder, and I had to go to run harder, and do some things that were a little bit different, and see how he would handle me defensively.
Wilt came to play.
Jabbar knocks the ball loose from Wilt and commits the personal foul.
He just
Wilt's there. Puts it up. And in. Chamberlain. Basket counts. Foul.
Wilt said, I am going to make sure that we win, and had a score of about 8 or 10 points within 2 or 3 minutes to give us a chance to win the game.
Here's Chamberlain over Jabbar. That time Kareem backed up a little and gave in, I think.
Checker put on quite a show.
Chamberlain and Gus. Underneath the Wilt. Repeat fire. Denning comes out. Great rebound by Wilt. Slam dunk. 6 of the clock left. The ball game is over.
In the fourth quarter, Wilt just took over the game.
They try to go inside to Abdul-Jabbar. Chamberlain gets the ball. Nice play. In it goes for Jabbar. Chamberlain takes it away. Abdul-Jabbar against Chamberlain. Wilt took it away from him. In it goes to Abdul-Jabbar. Chamberlain spoiled it.
I block for me if this guy hooks in a row. Try to just dig a little harder. You know, you can sort of like get yourself psyched up somewhat.
Chamberlain went higher than I've ever seen him go. The big captain's bad.
Puts it up, Chamberlain blocks it. Puts it up, Chamberlain blocks it.
The way that Wilt turned on individually at the start of the fourth quarter actually has said to everybody, we're going to win. And Wilt Chamberlain is playing just about the best basketball I've ever seen any man play in my life.
Jabbar, as good as he is, outplayed in the playoffs this year by a tall guy.
Wilt Chamberlain, and these driving Jabbar crazy. The Lakers do not have to shoot.
Coming over the left side to Washington, he comes underneath, puts it up, and Wilt flies, swats it down to McMillan. The fast break is
the Lakers are the world champion defending Milwaukee Bucks.
The Bucks take an early lead.
Powered by 8 block shots by Chamberlain, 13 block shots.
In the second half, Wilt Chamberlain really bothers Jabbar with some fine defensive positions to force several key turnovers.
Wilt Chamberlain has just been fantastic.
Been there a long time. Chamberlain takes the ball.
They try to go inside to Abdul-Jabbar. Chamberlain gets the ball. Nice play.
I tell you what, Wilt Chamberlain is a very angry man right now.
Wilt is much better defensively, and I think that in order to break a game open, you got to stop the other guys.
I'll tell you a great Magic story. I'm a coach at UCLA, and he used to come to the men's gym and organize games.
I remember there were a lot of pickup games. I remember that
all the time, and he used to make the sides and stack them. So one night I'm watching, and Kevin O'Connor are in the stands. Wilt Chamberlain's playing with 4 of my freshmen against Magic, Bernard King, James Worthy, Byron Scott, and Green.
AC Green.
AC Green.
Huh?
And it's game point. Magic throws a sky hook. Wilt blocks it. Magic calls game. And Wilt says, that wasn't goaltending. That was a clean block. And Magic took the ball. He said, game over, next. And Wilt said, hey, coach, was that goaltending? And I said, no, that was a clean block. Magic says, what do you think he's going to say? They're his kids. And Wilt says, all right, look, we're going to play a game till 12. We'll do it again. Winner stays, and there'll be no more shots made at this basket. He blocked every shot. 43 years old. He was blocking everything. It was unbelievable.
Somebody used to play in those 80s games who I asked who's the best player you ever played with or against, told me it was about a 50-year-old Wilt Chamberlain at those UCLA pickup games. He was that kind of physical presence.
And I saw him go to half court and make 20 out of 25 free throws from half court.
Wilt had a great shot outside. He used to win games in Horn.
I'm going to tell you something. As bad as it looks, he didn't miss by that much. You just see me make 2 in a row. You know, I had to set for fast. There you go. I'm good for $5. I just paid the last 3 of them. This is the one I'm talking about for $5. Get it up. Get it up.
I was totally amazed.
At 6'3½", Muhammad Ali, the heavyweight champion of the world, at 7 feet 1 inch, Wilt the still Chamberlain, and what you have just seen was the decisive edge and reach that Wilt would have if these 2 men do in reality fight. Gentlemen, may I join you for just a minute? I'd like to bring your trainer, Angelo Dundee, in here with your handler, Drew Bodini. Fellas, would you come on in? I'd like you.
The reach don't mean nothing if you can't find nothing.
I should like Angie to measure it, Muhammad.
Reach is longer.
But let the viewers see for themselves what the reach would be. Back to back, gentlemen.
Let's get the pen.
Oh, you want to measure Wilt first? All right, go ahead.
Sign the contract. Just get the contract. All of this talking
He got the pen out.
Football boxers, basketball players,
got the pen.
football players, and coach.
Right.
What is the reach, Angie?
He's the if he wants to agitate you into a fight, I'll get you.
7 feet.
That's right, 91, 92 inches.
All right, now measure the champ, will you?
And then measure you.
Would you just back off and let them come into camera?
You the one getting this man in trouble.
May we have your reach, please, champ?
Reach don't mean nothing. Terrell had a reach, too. Terrell had a bad jab. When the fight started, you couldn't find it.
Wait a minute, Andrew.
This has been Lillian to me, a world champion and a basketball player.
He's 78 inches and a half, 79.
And so the edge is about a foot.
Reach don't
About
mean
a
nothing.
foot. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Gentlemen, would you join me here, right in mid-camera position, if you will? Well, let me have your right hand.
My right hand.
Your right hand. Let's hold it up to this camera. Now, your right hand.
Man, this don't mean nothing. David slew Goliath.
Well, why'd you throw your slingshot away?
Slingshot, yeah, slingshot.
I
They ain't
can't
take that to the ring
stand
with
in
you,
the
for
ring,
sure.
but I have something unseen power that'll whoop you.
You will admit that his
I
hands
see.
are bigger even than Sonny Liston's were.
That don't mean nothing. This man don't have a chance against me.
Go ahead.
Say it again. Say it again.
Man, you know it better not do.
One more time.
Well, I tell you what, people are writing me mail from all over the country and the world. They believe you can
But I
win.
want you to do some writing.
And
I
Bill
want you to
Russell
do some
promises, Bill Russell and a few more players are going to be my sparring partners to get rid of you. And they all...
I'll give you a couple.
This up. Will was about twice as tall as he was. You know what happened though?
No.
Herbert saw Wilt and got afraid and thought it might be an upset because Wilt was so big. He didn't think Ali could ever reach his chin. You know, so it was just like a freak thing because, you know, Ali was 6'2" and Wilt was about 7'2".
Yeah.
And so Herbert backed out.
That's why that fight didn't go
Herbert
off.
backed out, actually. And then he was a manager of Muhammad